it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions. What up, lads? It is I, the extremely aware streamer who did absolutely not expect everybody to be on time for once, and us actually getting going before 1905. But yeah, welcome everybody, and welcome to the French GP. I am incredibly hyped for this. This is one of the tracks I enjoy a lot. Driving myself and also racing, like watching the race. I think the layout is very cool. It's a real shame that we lost this one. And honestly, I can't really like tell why, because I don't know. Isn't it usually that like countries with F1 drivers like try to stay on the calendars and stuff? Like we have Alpine right now with 2 French drivers, like full French team, and they can't make a French GP happen anymore. Crazy. But yeah, where was I? I was probably at telling you that I'm hyped for this race. I actually had a week off, so I have a nice bit of energy going for this one. And we're gonna enjoy this together. Well, Challenger, as usual, a little bit fewer drivers attending. But for Elite, I hope with the added benefits of Challenger reserves, we're gonna get some nice attendance going. Doom is awake, yeah. Is a rare, like, honestly, okay, I'm trying to adjust my mic so that it's even higher and you can hear me even better, I guess. But like, for real, like, a week of holidays does things to a man. It's crazy. Like, whoever had the idea of having like 40-hour work weeks was honestly stupid, man. Like, I'm half joking, but like there's so many times where I don't have the energy to cast on Sundays, and now like with a week off, even though I had to work on my bachelor thesis a little bit, I'm so looking forward for this race here. I really hopped. So yeah, Ocean's gonna be our first one set in a timed lap. Has already been beaten in Sector 1 by his teammate apparently. Rain in 5 minutes. Oh, they all go in now. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, Martin and Mr. Genya aren't, but surely they will go at some point. So Genya's still in the pits. Williams there, blue point. On the start, finish straight, and Ocean here. Yeah, he keeps purple in Sector 2. And not beaten by Nitro in that regard there. I mean, okay, I was about to say how you can very well pull off like toes on this track if you work well together with your teammate. It's like one of the tracks where you can do it really well. But I guess there's little time to do that if there's rain inbound in a few minutes. Hope it rains in the race in the lead. Okay. Interesting take. I'm not sure if everybody agrees. I think this is not the worst track to drive in the rain. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. It has a lot of features of good racetracks. In any circumstances, like very wide track that you can go like easily side by side through. And yeah, it's just cool. Hey, holy shit, Clay. 31 months. Holy moly. Martin fan club. Hell yeah. What is your prediction on which wall he's gonna end in? There was a huge prediction going on in Challenger tier where everybody said where they think Martin will crash. He has managed it every single time so far. I do believe in him that he is getting that podium today. I mean, he was so close multiple times, honestly. Kingsman and Nitro might be... Yeah, I mean, honestly, Phantominum as well. They might be tough to beat for the top 3, but... oh, if Martin survives, he does drive. Haven't seen Formula Sundays in probably a year. Oh lord. The FS law. Oh well. Martin Dub alright, yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. Being a nice little Ferrari P1 would get my, yeah, my joy going. Hey Tianchi, what you doing in Twitch chat, man? Get in here. Or woman, rather. Why you not driving? SMH my head. Seeker not here neither. Let's see what Martin can cook up here in this quali run. You are eating. Okay, yeah, fair. I hate when my flexibly schedulable eating moment falls right into Formula Sundays. Going back to school stuff. Satch. I hate school stuff. Well, not that I'm much involved in it. For me, it's uni stuff, but hey. Like, why can't you just, like, keep us employed in the work hours and give us free time after? Why do I have to work in my evening? So, Ninja. He does run very low on ERS, and so do I run low on Copium for his lap time. But he does have to get one in soonish, I guess. I mean, you see the skies, they are very greyish. Well, for once we can actually say, oh, rain is coming, there might be rain. Because the game actually told us so. But yeah, probably his best shot at getting a remotely competitive lap time in. As I see the raindrops, I think they are now visible. So the track conditions will get drastically worse from here. So let's see what he can do. It's not gonna be a good time. Honestly, this might just end up being last for now. Yeah, behind Fabian and Tutor. There was someone getting out of that pit lane that was looking hella dangerous, honestly. Sagenia apparently had a spin or something somewhere, 152. Or this was his outlap. One thing is certain, he is the latest guy to come out and to set a hot lap. I think a couple of guys are still trying to get another try in on the softs here, as I see multiple people on outlaps. Yeah, Mr. Genya is not having the best time here. Track conditions are seemingly getting way worse already. Well, this is the grid then. Yeah, I mean, I guess, most likely. Unless the rain magically disappears again. I think this is what we're stuck with. So yeah, have you guys been like keeping up with other sports stuff? I have not watched tennis in 10 years. Like a good friend of mine was staying overnight here, and he was like, "Hey yo, let's just watch the Australian Open finals today." And it was actually a goddamn banger. Kinda crazy. Like 4-hour match there. This spiced up. And well, as long as Formula 1 is not running, yeah, you kind of need to get like the substitute product in, right? Football is not great for Cologne neither, so I'd rather stay away from that. Oh no, he's run out of fuel! Oh lord! Honestly, this could have even been like a somewhat decent lap, but he's just ran out of fuel. Ay. Only watch motorsports. Okay, fair. Seen all the hype around Luke Littler. Oh yeah, holy shit, man. Dude, when I heard about this, like, it was crazy. Like, I don't know. I heard like a 16-year-old, and then I saw like the match replay, and I was like, okay, when does the 16-year-old play? Like, it is. And man literally looks like he was like born on the in a pub or something. Like, it's crazy. What an icon, yeah, body goals. It's so, like, the way I want to say this about a 16-year-old, but the way he jiggles when he walks around is just so funny, man. He like looks like a 30-year-old man, and I don't know, man. I enjoy it so much. It was funny, man. And like I play with Aris a lot, and like he's from a neighbor town or something, and they all like he's like a local legend there, and it's like so funny because everybody is like, wait, I thought this guy was way younger, and then they find out he's actually still 16. He just looks like he's 30. Oh, nah, that's great fun. And darts, like, I don't know, darts are like very hype as well. It's not for me personally, but like Yaneman and like I think my dad as well, they watch a lot of darts around New Year's and stuff. And from what I've heard, it's like mega big internationally as well. So that's like a thing that I never saw coming. But I guess it's like a lot of like adrenaline moments, I guess, and like quick action. Theoretically, I'm actually not sure if I'm supposed to invite Mr. Genya back, or if he has just, retired. Check my Discord notification. Oh, challenge here, General. Please, what? Cancel the cordon off zone. What? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that info. Yeah, I mean, Ninja, he seems to be, like, willing to give it his all here. But the grip does not seem to comply much. Ardent off zone, Park Ferme. I mean, I don't know. Oh, okay. But like, I don't know why though. Like, if it's raining on only the quali and not in the race, or like the other way around, like this a tactical decision to make as well, right? Like, I don't know, Park Ferme for me is like kinda interesting, especially like one of the only remaining strategy things really that you have in Real F1 as well. In my opinion, like I liked refueling much more when we had that back then, because it gave you more opportunities to do like more strategic stuff, and so even though I can see how they like discontinued it because it is dangerous and like fire and stuff, but I don't know. Do you do formation laps in FS? They are still stolen away from the fans, unfortunately. I've heard they work again, but honestly, whenever we heard in the past they worked again, the game immediately bugged out when we tried it again. So, I'd rather not. If you miss the grid box, you get a DNF. That is still the case. Okay, yeah, cool. Then I'm feeling less bad about still keeping formation laps away from you. But yeah, Clay, this time it is not because Challenger drivers, like you back then, are just crashing each other out and doing stupid shit. It's actually because the game is broken, so unfortunate. And people have been caught demolishing braking turn signs here in the formation lap to throw off braking points of guys in the race. That was golden content, yeah, oh my, back then. Oh, that was, like, honestly the good times. I mean, it was probably not the good times. Whenever I see, like, clips from back then, I cringe about our casting and stuff. We've gotten a bit better. We've got good elite tier content right now, at least. Challenger is a little bit empty, of course. Oh yeah, the Twins on Formation Lab kept killing Fabian, yeah. That is true. I mean, I don't know, Clay, man. Surely F1 is not that expensive. I was about to say Martin needs a teammate, but he actually has one this time around. But honestly, we might only be around on this game for like 2 more months, 3 more months. I don't know when the new game comes. Actually 4, 5, right? Oh yeah, Halo spinning. There's like always new content to be had right now. Seagull is the new Max Verstappen here. Actually, he is not even the new Max Verstappen. Imagine if what happens in FS would happen like IRL. Ah no, that would be so spicy. Like you'd be I don't know, Seagull probably would be who's second fastest? Would you be a Hamilton or would you be like a Leclerc? And then Rapid is Verstappen and he just gets caught in every single bit of action ever. And all of a sudden there's like a non-Verstappen on top of the championship. Ah. Yeah. Phantominum here with the marketing time. I really want to sell us that 130 flat. Wait, is it rain in the race? Does anybody know? Surely you guys are like in VC with Astral or someone. Or Kingsman. Or is it a dry race? Jimsky's Kimmy. Changeable conditions in race. Oh, okay, cool. That is cool indeed. I mean, it's... oh no, actually, yeah. To be honest, I was like about to say, it's only like 10 laps here in 25%, but we are doing 35 now, so... that will be around, I think, like 16, 17. There's probably 18 even. Phantominum stop yapping and get P1, yeah. Why isn't he just driving faster than Kingsman? He's stupid. I'm low-key curious what Kingsman can cook up here on the Inter still, and how much slower they are. 3 seconds in the first sector already, but I guess that is also like the most slow bonus that you will feel the grip loss the most. Kingsman apparently preparing, getting a little bit of a track limit here. Also race accurate, I guess. Probably gonna be the exact same there. Another 3 seconds lost on what is a chicane and 2 big straights. I guess without DRS, to be fair. Damn. He's been revving this engine. Too lazy to shift up. Oh, come on, don't tell me you run out of fuel now. Batch. Oh well. The grid, the order of the grid, as yeah, it was clear, I think, from 5 minutes ago already. Is what you currently see on screen then, I guess. Kingsman on pole, head of Nitro and Phantominum. Ocean as well back in the mix. AlphaTauris have been inconsistent at times. I think they are usually able to challenge for the podium, but every now and then they have been running around at P8 to 10 a little bit more. So really curious to see how far they can go from up there. Martin in P5 has a little bit more of a task to win this race ahead of himself. Daddy in the Haas, as always, right behind the top group here. And then with Astral Fabian, Tutor, I think I expected to qualify a little bit better. And Ninja and Mr. Genya here, I think, just were out a little bit too late here. Could not really get a proper time going. Curious to see how far they can go in the race. If someone goes high downforce, they might have nailed it if the rain comes in the end. Okay, fair. We may see. Not sure when and how and like the rain is coming. I assume it's gonna start at some point during the race. Yeah, when exactly? We may find out. It's gonna be interesting in tire choices to see how far each driver thinks they can go. And yeah, apart from that, it's just about finding the right moment to pit, and of course maybe not to lose your front wing before the pit window arrives. But the walls are very far away. The only way you can really damage your car is by hitting other people. Maybe Martin is not even hitting the wall today. Maybe he's just hitting another car. Who knows? Icon of cloudy rain after that. That's usually like 5 minutes, no? So it's like relatively early. Yeah, I'd expect a lot of soft runners then from the start here. Let us see. Zack. Tires. Ah, shit. Everybody on the softs. Lights are out and away we go. Kingsman gets a very decent start. He is already far away and clearly ahead of everybody else. Martin gets one jump on Ocean, but might get it counted again here. Oh, slight contact there. Daddy slips through as well. Ocean now has to concede position to Tutor as well. Into the chicane. Let's see what they're doing here. Daddy side by side with Tutor and ending up in Fabian as usual. I mean, you can't have a lap 1 collision without Fabian, right? It's just tradition at this point. But well, further up here, Phantominum is now slightly attacking Nitro a little bit on the big straight. Martin now is second behind. Should try to stay close enough for DRS on lap 3, as you can do decent things with it here. Can get you in really good positions for the overtake. And yeah, 19 laps actually, so it is a little bit more than I thought we would be seeing here. The track goes relatively quick and is relatively long. And yeah. So, everything has calmed down a little bit. Let's assess. I think Tutor has gained 5 positions or something. I think he started P10. And Ocean is the big loser of the start, I guess, from 4th down to 8th. Fabian, of course, and not getting the best start neither. I think both him and Daddy... No, Fabian is actually staying out, but Daddy gets into the pits. Maybe only minor damage on Fabian's front wing there, so that he carries on until the rain comes around. Dude, am I tripping or is it raining already? Like, I feel like I say that in every single race where we have changing conditions, but I do think I'm actually seeing raindrops now. So this could be starting off very early here. And we might not even see DRS at all, right? So, Martin versus Tutor. I think Tutor looked very well in position to make an overtake there, but could not quite make it stick there. Mr. Genya has gotten a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Must have really disregarded the track limits quite heavily. Yeah, I don't think these possible race strategy... Oh my god, I did not think he was gonna go there! Oh, did anyone get this right? VSC here, at least he's gonna get like a a new front wing relatively easily. Might even go and get new tires as well. Oh, everybody's speeding into the pit lanes. Everybody is also going for the Inter now, except Phantominum, who's going through. I am not quite sure if that is worth it, honestly, but it might be. And, well, I guess ultimately it's lucky for Martin that the rain came so early, so he has at least gotten his obligatory wall hit out of the way and can now properly drive the race. I want to see if Fabian gets a new front wing here as well. Yep, he does as well, so he just stayed out for that extra lap. Daddy's gonna really bite himself in the ass there. Just pitted like for mediums 1 lap too early. Yeah, possible race strategies. Thank you a lot for this info, game. I'll really... Yeah, thanks. Great. I know more now. The question is if the rain like goes back again, if you can just try to push through on the slicks. Phantominum is certainly trying to go as far as possible. We also don't have our usual DRS indicator. Actually we have, because I think DRS never got enabled, right? So at the point where we crossed into lap 3, conditions were already bad enough that Inters were the better tires, and by the time Phantominum is losing here, which is about 4 seconds I think in this lap alone, yeah, Inters are already faster. Not the best strategy call by Phantominum there to stay out for that extra lap. Now has to pit without the added benefit of the virtual safety car. So, let's see back on track. Kingsman Nitro Tutor Astro. Okay. Ocean has also gained a couple of positions back due to Martin dropping down. Phantominum's gonna be overtaken by Ocean, I think, as well. And Ninja there gets the first smaller corner cut penalty. Forecast showed that heavy rain at the end will come, so might be full wet. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a Formula Sundays race going from full dry to full wet. And I think like the transition between inters and wets is like a very interesting thing. Like when do you or how do you realize it's good for wets? Like the distinction between dry and wet or like inters is, I think, pretty easy in comparison. But yeah, between wet and more wet, I don't know. I wouldn't know. So let's see. Mr. Ganya here is making a move on Ninja. Gonna be side by side. Nope, it's not. They are slotting in behind each other. Ninja now behind the Williams. A clean move here. Not much risk being taken. A very yeah, loose interpretation of the track limits there by Mr. Ganya, and rightfully receiving a warning for that. Phantominum now behind Tutor, so he has lost like 7 seconds on Kingsman. That's actually crazy. A big time loss for the Ferrari. He really has to work his way up again now. Slipstream does not do enough for him here to make a move into turn 1. He has to hope for the second straight there. That of course can set you up very well for a move into sector 3. So, let's see. Martin and Ninja here might be getting some action soon. It does look right now like Martin has a bit better control over his car, even though it's kind of ironic to say that, as he face planted a wall that I didn't even knew existed. So let's see. I mean, of course, no DRS. Overtaking the rain is a lot more difficult than in the dry. But you have generally, I think, more ERS to use in the wet. I am not quite certain why, but you recharge more, I think, in the wet. So, okay, let's see. Martin around the outside. Yeah, we've had some iconic incidents in that turn as well. Not necessarily championship deciders, but I think it was at a very crucial point in this the championship back then. With the Rakes, Jimsky Seagull maybe, like Kurtzer maybe as well, this era. More braking, so you recharge more. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that was the reason, or whether it was just like because you can't go full throttle, for example. It does recharge as well if you like not go full throttle, right? Brakes, Lewis, Zal, and you. Yeah, okay, fair. Oh my god. Dude, Ninja there with some very rapid moves, and this is the spin I predicted, but he did not go as far as the wall there, Martin. Bought his car in time. A quite interesting little battle. Let's see what Astral is doing in the meantime a bit. Was he ahead or behind Tutu is the question now. I mean, from what I've said in the, or from what Tutu has said in the Discord, I would assume that he has a dry setup, because he was kind of mad that he could not change his setup anymore. So maybe Astral has a slight advantage if he has a more downforce setup. But yeah, we may see. Ninja's lagging hard. Yeah, I mean, we've seen worse. Let's phrase it like that. But yeah, not been looking too great. And Martin apparently has gotten way clear of him as well. Now let's see what Astral can do here. Tutu so far is closing the door on every occasion he gets. Not much room for the McLaren to go past at any point here. The overtake activated now. Slipstream coming out, going for the outside line here into turn 1. Oh, actually switching back across to the other side. I don't think this is enough for a move though. He's gonna have to stay patient a little bit. Maybe force some mistakes out of Tutu here. Forcing him deep into a turn and then like going for a switchback or something. But yeah, overtaking the rain. Said before, not as easy. Ventuminum's also immensely gaining on these two, and he is even losing time to Nitro and Kingsman, who really seem to be away now. And let's see, Astral overtake activated. Looked like he got the better exit, but does he have the better top speed here to go through? He's gonna slot back right behind the Red Bull. That's gonna be tough, I guess, especially if you have like less downforce. Of course, you're tougher to overtake on the straights, right? So even though Astral might be having a better time on most of the track, if it's the parts of the track where you can't overtake, well, you're screwed regardless, right? Why is Daddy 20 seconds behind? He pitted twice. I think there was contact between him and Ocean in lap 1. He got spun around into Fabian, of course. And then he pitted immediately for new dry tires and new front wing. And then the next lap, Inters were the call to go. And Fabian had waited for like another lap to go in. So he's only the 5 seconds behind he lost from the crash. But Daddy had to go in again, and like the second time. Let's see, Ocean. Trying to go around the outside here as well. We'll have the inside for the next turn. It's barely making it through. And we'll claim this P5. It's probably going to hunt after Astral if I look at how quick he has closed up to Tutu and Astral. I mean, maybe Astral has some better pace than Tutu and can drive away just now. but it looked like Ocean was a little bit better than quicker than the two of them so far, and well, we're gonna have to see how much or how the pace looks. So, what battle to look at? I guess it's only Tutor here, right? I mean, at this point, if we want to talk about anything else, like just throw stuff in. Need to go eat. Lovely seeing cars drive around in circles again here. Yeah, true. Honestly, I think you need to complain to the FIA if Martin wins this race. I think everything else would be normal practice, but if that happens, it's actually race fixing. Don't know. Oh god, Carnival is coming up. Shit. I was just about to say, I don't know if any of you like follow NFL, but like regional finals are tonight, and it's like mega hype because well, I mean, Chiefs are likely gonna get clapped by the Ravens, but I'm a huge Chiefs enjoyer, and Yap on the other side, who I'm gonna watch Super Bowl with, is a huge 49ers enjoyer, and that could very well be the Super Bowl. But then I remembered Super Bowl is in Carnival, and I intended to get drunk the entire day and then just stay there and get drunk during Super Bowl for the entire night as well. And then I remembered it's also on a Sunday and there's a Formula Sundays race. So, it might be the drunk Marto cast. We might just be chilling at Matty's place, and then Yap and I are gonna stand in front of the monitor and do like a FS Awards style cast of this, whilst we have been drinking for like 12 hours already. So yeah, that could be wild. It's coming up in 2 weeks from now. Certainly gonna be more exciting than a rain race with few drivers, but we're getting our battles here. Nitro is getting a little bit closer to Kingsman that we will monitor over the next lap, and Fabian here could be in range for a move on Ninja in a few laps, so fun times ahead still in this one. Martin, wait. Wasn't Martin ahead of Mr. Kenya at some point? I'm not sure whether that was... I mean, probably Mr. Ganyam was just ahead of him the entire time after the pit stops. Pentaminum is also zooming, holy moly. And I see Martin zooming into a wall. Oh, he's hit it. Turn 2. Ding, 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 ding. Prediction was right. And now he's gonna join right into this battle. Yeah, he's just throwing for content. Love that, man. Classical Ferrari. Oh, no, actually, I don't want to be reminded of Ferrari throws for content. That content has been not very cash money, I'm gonna be real. Ninja Extremo is a little bit all over the place here. Was briefly off track there again. I think Fabian is gonna have a move up the inside now. And let's see. Oh, backs out of it. Oh my god, and drifts the turn completely. Crazy choice to take that one like that. And he's now overtaken by Martin as well. Gonna be the next challenger for this Alfa Romeo. This battle has happened before. It took Martin a little while, but he got past relatively cleanly. Let's see what we can do now. Really trying to focus on the good exits, and it really worked here. I mean, you saw how how late he took the apex there, really just taking a lot of tempo through the turn and being able to traction around the outside of Ninja, who has admittedly pushed him off track here a little bit. Gonna be double overtaken here potentially. Please don't go 3 wide into turn 1, this won't work. 2 wide is dangerous enough, especially in the wet. I think Ninja's gonna massively overshoot this one. Actually, he's fine. Okay, that was a very nice braking point there by Ninja there. Brake so late and still make this turn very, very fine compared to the other two. Oh, that is a track limit warning for Martin if I've ever seen one. And it seems like Fabian is under attack for now. Martin losing traction a little bit there, cost him a lot of speed. He's still gonna get closer there. Probably just gonna wait and see for now what's going on ahead of him. Fabian here might be able to go for a move up the inside this time around. And from the looks of it... Oh shit. He's died and I fat-fingered my keys, so we didn't see it. Yeah, I'm certain he's gonna be very happy about that one. There is some sort of damage to someone. And given that Ninja has no damage, it seems to be Fabian. Fabian does not have damage neither. I saw parts flying there, I think, but none of these seem to have broken front wings. Oh my god. Okay, he's going into the pits. Maybe it was Ninja with a broken front wing there. I just thought he like completely missed the turn and flew into a wall there. But well, yeah, that gets Ninja out of this battle and really resolves the entire battle itself. Well, what are we looking at? Probably Mr. Genya here next. He's not too far behind Tutor. I mean, he has been not too far behind Tutor for a while. I am also curious about how long the Inters actually last. I'm certain you can go the distance. I mean, we've seen, I think Jimsky and Rapid, was it? Go an entire 50% race on Inters. But certainly they're gonna get like slightly worse at some point, right? Ninja went off track and he returned directly onto Fabian's car. Yep. Yeah, our boy has to hit his quota of yeah, being crashed out at least twice a race, I guess. Admittedly though, I think in the races, or at least in the one race recently, where he had no incidents, he said he didn't even feel much better neither, because he was lacking the pace on that specific track regardless. Oh, safety car, safety car. That is huge. Thank you for... Oh, Phantominum. Oh god, I was about to thank Martin for the content, but it is actually Phantominum here, who found the wall and is now racing his noseless Ferrari back into the pits ASAP, I think. Oh god, if he even makes it there, honestly. That was hella scary, sussy looking there. I mean, okay, there was no wall that he could have crashed into, but he overshot the turn by so much. If Kingsman wins, he's champion no matter what. Okay, that's also good to know, because he is currently, in fact, winning. So, are we gonna see anyone pitting apart from Phantominum? I mean, he's surely gonna get new Inters, but I wonder if it's worth for the others to go for new Inters. Nitro's actually also going in. Maybe they're even going for the full wets that we talked about briefly beforehand. 60 kph is also like so slow. Missing the braking point here in the wet. Probably quite easy. Fabian must have gotten some magnets on his car. Can't be that people always hit him. Yeah, I mean, true. Probably. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not even sure what is going on with him entirely there. Like, just seems to be not the best time for him. Mr. Genya staying out here could actually be huge if the tire difference is not as severe as we think. Or is he also in? Nope, he's in fact staying out, and he's gonna rejoin in P4, so that is very decent for him. Everybody else I think is gonna come in. Fabian also getting in. And yeah, Daddy has pitted the lap before, I guess. Difference is huge. Okay, if you say so. Then, well, Mr. Genya might have not had the right choice there. Or he's just assuming, I mean, from how the rain is falling now, I would assume that, like, surely this is going into full wet territory sort of soon, right? I don't know, if we look at POV, like, is this still inter-rain? A race would have been red flagged 20 times already if this was a real race. What do I have to look out for if we want to see whether the track is wet enough for wets? No puddles, okay. So we need puddles, okay. Fair enough. Isn't there like thunderstorms now as well in this game? Because I've never seen them. But I'd love to try them. But I'm kind of tempted to just play around with the weather settings a little bit. There is thunderstorms, okay. Super rare, okay. Yeah, I mean, again, probably the race would have been usually red flagged regardless. You can't change the settings to get one. Oh my, okay, okay, cool. To be honest though, like, okay, do you know why we get... Oh, Martin gets a random... Oh no, it's not random, he is probably actually speeding on the safety car. Just gives you random VSC, okay, fair. Do you know why we had so few rain races recently? Like, Germany has really been like the last one I can remember. Oh, and Martin DNF'd. Oh, okay, he retired. Willingly. Is it because the modern cars, like, get more spray going? Or just because people stopped being willing to die for a good race? Man, Clay's face when Martin not only didn't win, but is the only one who's not finishing with points today. Both? Okay. Because, like, I don't know, there have been so many, like, iconic rain races in the, like, old rain races. And I mean, yes, they were chaotic as well, for sure. But, you know, like, I have the feeling whenever we see like a bit of rain on the track right now, we just get a red flag anyways, and we're barely even getting the inters out. You really can't see anything with the current cars, okay. If there were wet races with no spray, they would go ahead. Yeah, what is happening with these rear wheel covers that they proposed? At those times... Oh, okay, you could actually still change... I did honestly not even know that Parc Fermé wasn't always a thing. that you could just change around your setup back in the days. I mean, you could change around your car randomly. Nitro's diving for the pits is presumably for full wets, because I don't see a reason he would otherwise go for it. And Kingsman is just going away and into the leads, and yeah, it has already a huge gap because I think people were sleeping on Nitro getting into the pits. Smaller cars in 26 might help, okay. I mean, realistically, they're still gonna be bigger than, like, classic F1 cars, right? Full wets. I'm very curious to see the gap between Fabian and Nitro now. He is now going again. It's about 17.5 seconds. Let's just head into the action here further back. And let's see what the battle is bringing us here. Oh, he is gaining. Oh, he is so fast. Gained about a second already. Yeah, this was actually the right call then, I guess. Being first to go there. He might end up, like, very far up. Where was he before? Was he second? He might just get Kingsman here, right? Yeah, Nitro Big Brain, he will be P1. Yes, most likely. I wonder if Kingsman knows. No, they don't know. They don't know. Oh, unless nobody's pitting. Oh, that could be huge as well. I mean, Nitro would just have to work all the way through everybody else. I mean, he's gaining about 4 seconds per lap, but honestly, it's only 3 laps to go. He's not even gonna catch Fabian. Unless the conditions get, like, super bad right now. Yeah, 2 little laps to pit, yeah, presumably. But it's certainly gonna be a lot harder to race now for the other guys here. And especially like Mr. Genya on his old Inters. Nitro with the track limit as well, he's really pushing it. That's a big brain then, yeah. It would have been huge if he just took the gamble. Actually, taking the gamble under the safety car would have probably been the better idea, right? Like, now it's a gamble regardless, but at least you could have just pushed him immediately to wets and like drove the 2 laps of bad wets on the safety car and then be strong on restart. And he's also not gaining that much anymore. Fabian passed Ninja. 11 seconds still. His first lap was huge, but then, I don't know, kind of fell off a little bit here. Only 2 seconds so far, and we're already into Sector 3. I should have done it earlier, yeah. I mean, it is, I appreciate the gamble, but I think the Inters are just, like, fresh Inters are just still too good for it to be worth it. Oh, wait. Got a little bit of a battle going on here. Mr. Genya now, who's losing a lot of time to everybody else as well. I mean, I guess expectedly so with his old Inters. But yeah, Fabian now sitting comfortably in P7. Long as he's not getting crashed out, he has nothing to fear because everybody else has time penalties anyways around him. Daddy and Tutor might be getting into action still. Honestly, how is Daddy still around here? Crazy. He was so far behind 2 times. I mean, of course, safety car must have helped him. But he's recovered all the way up to P6 here. A little bit of what if we locked wheels, held wheels at the Paul Ricard chicane. Just kidding. Unless. TL says I'm mean. Yeah, oh god, Mr. Genius losing time to Fabian. 4 seconds in this lap already. Really can't wait to get this race to the end because his tires seem to be horrible. Brother just pushed him off track, yeah. Might just bet on a potential warning in 3 sec or like time penalty in any sort. But I do think that he just wants to go past on track regardless. He's gonna have one more chance here. It's last lap for Kingsman now, who is comfortably away from Fanta. And let us see some speed further back here. It's not even gonna get past Ninja on the straight there. So the advantage for the full wets isn't that big. He can just drive around them. Not very close there, but I want to see the Daddy fight here. And now Tutor far to the inside, probably disadvantageous line for him, and he's kind of done it again. Yep, and he's getting a 10-second for cutting across there. And another 5-second. Not sure. Not sure what we would be doing with that. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Well, Nitro has gotten past Ninja Extremo. I think further up. Yeah, it's Phantominum has closed up to the end of it a little bit, but with this win, gonna be Kingsman's championship here in the Challenger tier. He's certainly gonna be moving up for next season. Has been doing great in Elite at times as well. Astral on the podium yet again. Ocean in a good 4th. And ultimately Daddy is gonna be, well, put down a lot by his time penalties here in the end. But maybe they're still subject to change in that. So, we may see. Yeah, Kingsman is a champ indeed. Congrats to Kingsman here. Astral getting driver of the day. I think he's gained... How much has he even gained? 2 positions? Did he start P5? I think he did start P5 or 6 or something. Nah, he must have started behind them. Yeah, he must have been at least 8th, so... yeah, decent performance by Astral to end up on the podium here. P3. And then of course Kingsman, Phantominum, the usual suspects, I guess, for the top steps of the podium. Right there together. Really unfortunate. I really liked the Nitro gamble, but honestly I did not have on my screen as well like how little race distance there was left to cover. I really thought it was smarter than it ultimately was, so unfortunate. Kingsman getting fastest lap here as well, and Astral did in fact start 7th. Pluto also gaining 4 positions here, 9 to 5. And then Fabian making up 2, probably a decent result for him as well. That he's probably going to appeal some of the time penalties he got in the very end, because I think he got all of his 18 seconds in the incident where he got pushed out of the track by Tuto in the last lap. Nitro, yeah, it's gonna end up P8, I guess. It was a nice try. He did gain back a lot of time, but just not enough. And yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go into intermission briefly, and then we'll be back with Elite here.